Well, the mid-season finale has come and gone, and I'm going to give you my thoughts and my feelings. The Doctor is in. Start to finish, The Walking Dead Season 6 mid-season finale. Really, again, The Walking Dead is great for dragging out situations. It's interesting that the show is built to go against what our culture wants more than anything, which is the instant gratification. But by dragging these episodes out, it really builds the anticipation, and I think a lot of it keeps the audience coming back. I can't wait for it to come back in February, and I think that's part of their methodical build to big episodes. And start to finish was a big episode. So I loved the open with Sam the kid listening to the super creepy Tiny Tim song "Tip to the Tulips" on that record player. I don't understand Entertainment in the Apocalypse, but and the ants coming to eat, which I thought was a piece of meat. Somebody said it was a cookie, probably a cookie. I don't know. Either way, it's a metaphor. It's another heavy-handed symbolism thing that The Walking Dead loves to do. And then a lot of the episode, especially the first 15 or 20 minutes, really felt like an old-school zombie movie. They're coming in mass, there's panic, people running and carrying on crazy. I knew Maggie was in no real danger, that she was going to make it up the ladder. But man, there was a couple of moments where oh, they got her. Or she's not going to make it, or the tower's not going to hold. But she made it, for now. And there's a couple of things that I'm going to address here and be really emotional about. Just give me 1 second. I'm checking my notes. It's important to take notes and try to learn things. Okay, so in the rush to safety, Deanna falls on a saw blade and is bitten. They get her inside Jesse's house, along with a bunch of other folks, and she speechifies to Rick, who speechifies into Michonne. And it's a credit to all three actors' performances that Deanna knows that her time is run out, and she's really trying to speak to Rick to turn him from mean survival mode Rick to leader Rick, which is a good Rick. From the moment that Rick hooked up with these other survivors, they've put the mantle of leadership on him and that expectation. And he's gotten them, I guess, technically 24 months. He's gotten these groups of people to survive. He's the man, but again, the Walker is king in the apocalypse. And they're proving it because they're swarming everything, every nook and cranny they can find. Carl and that little snot porch stick's son, he tries to kill Carl, which causes the house to get overrun. Carl doesn't sell him out for reasons I'll never understand. Okay, then Carl has the best line of the night. It's like, they exchange barbs that your dad's a killer, so is yours. Your dad wasn't, I called his dad an asshole. I thought it was funny. And Carl is slowly becoming Rick, just at a much, he's a kid still. But yeah, he bails that kid out, but that kid has got the 1,000-yard stare. Like most of the Alexandrians, not equipped, not ready, because they were shielded from the worst of the worst for so long. He's another one who's not. That's no bueno. So intermixed with this is the most aggravating and maddening portion of the episode, where Morgan and Carol are fleeing. Carol is injured. They go into the house where the wolf is. And Morgan, another fantastic decision, leaving the Morgan with Denise, the nurse, who honestly is like a little baby kitten. She is not capable of doing the right, of protecting herself like a baby kitten. Not capable of protecting herself. Carol sandbags Morgan and figures out Morgan's secret, which is, surprise, surprise, he's keeping a wolf alive and using medical supplies. Carol is injured. She says, we're going to kill this guy, and if you get money, I'm going to kill you. And I'm cheering for Carol at this point. I don't think Carol enjoys having to cap the living, but she's also going to make sure that her and her people survive. And that's part of this world, and Morgan just doesn't get it. He's clinging to the last bastion of his humanity. And at this stage, it's just misplaced. You'd hate to say that about, people being killed, but at the same time, it's a show, not real life. But even in real life, in this situation, if somebody is threatening your survival, you have to protect your life. You have to protect the life of the people you love and depend on. And I feel that's what Carol is doing, and Morgan is just trying to give the world a Coke, and it's just not appropriate. He gets the better of Carol, and then the wolf kills Morgan, or doesn't kill Morgan. I wish he knocks Morgan out just in time for Tara, Rosita, and Eugene to come in, who are the three stooges of the apocalypse at this stage. Not helpful, mostly comic relief. The wolf has Denise with a knife at her neck, and he's going to take her out of there. He's going to take their guns. In that moment, they gave up their guns so this guy could escape. He's escaping with Denise into the camp that's overrun by walkers. Do you think they're going to make it? If I'm Rosita, I take my shot. I take my shot at him. I fire on the wolf and take my chances, and then live with the consequences. But I don't make those decisions. I'm not a writer on the show. I don't make those calls. So the wolf escapes. So getting back to the crux, which is Jesse's house and everybody in it, they gut up. Deanna goes out like a badass, and they all head out into the porch covered in bed sheets and walker guts, making their way to the armory. That kid starts saying, "Mom, Mom," kind of like Stewie Griffin, "Mom, Mom, Mommy, Mom, Mother, Mom, Mom." That kid is going to get a bunch of people ate. A bunch. My guess is when they come back in February, it's a bloodbath. Scott Gimple on Talking Dead had a note saying that the return is one of the biggest episodes they've ever done. I am telling you, it is going to be carnage galore. And good Lord willing, the Talking Dead will be on right after it, and we can stop watching Into the Badlands. I had to suffer through Into the Badlands for about 10 or 12 minutes to see the 2-minute scene with Sasha, Abraham, and Daryl, and being stopped by a group of bikers whose sole purpose is to say the word Negan and rile up all the fanboys. It was 2 minutes of unnecessariness. That's not a word. Is that a word? Unnecessariness? Comment below. It was unnecessary. It just was. You didn't need a 2-minute scene. You didn't need to have them doing what they're doing. Their only purpose was a minute and 58 seconds to them to say the word Negan and rile up all the fanboys. That was it. And those are the same people that pay attention to know he's coming anyway. I just think it's stupid. A waste of everybody's time. So that's my thoughts. What are your thoughts? Share your thoughts below, or wherever you find me. Let me know. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, tell all your friends about it. And until you see my online petition asking that Morgan be killed on The Walking Dead, the doctor is out.